Welcome to March Madness, where we are determining who was the most problematic pope in church history. The voting for the first round matchup of the two men who took the name John the 23rd has been completed. John the 23rd of the 20th century won by a big margin. As one viewer wrote, "I voted for the 20th century guy. The other guy was bad, no doubt, but he wasn't an active subverter of the doctrine, at least from my research." Along with Pope Francis, John the 23rd will move on to the second round of the not-so-elite 8. And voting is continuing on the matchup between John Paul I and John Paul II. John Paul II has taken an extremely commanding lead, and if he advances, he could be a strong challenger to Francis in a future round. This evening we have a very intriguing matchup. Our first contender is Pope Honorius I, and I've done 2 videos on Honorius, and I have them both linked down below. Honorius was anathematized by the Third Council of Constantinople. According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, Pope Honorius was subsequently included in the list of heretics anathematized by the Trullan Synod and by the 7th and 8th Ecumenical Councils without special remark. Also, in the oath taken by every new pope from the 8th century to the 11th century in the words, "together with Honorius," who added fuel to their wicked assertions. It is clear that no Catholic has the right to defend Pope Honorius. He was a heretic, not in intention but in fact. So Honorius is up against Pope John XII. According to the Catholic Encyclopedia, John was a coarse, immoral man whose life was such that the Lateran was spoken of as a brothel, and the moral corruption in Rome became the subject of general odium. War and the chase were more congenial to this pope than church government. John died on the 14th of May in the year 964, 8 days after he had been, according to rumor, stricken by paralysis in the act of adultery. According to Wikipedia, John was killed by a man who caught John in bed with his wife. So the voting will commence in a few minutes. If you'd like to vote, I have the channel page linked down below. Once you get there, you'll have to click on the Community tab to find the poll.